It's slightly moving. Gotta take this whole thing off. Yes! Gotta get into the workshop somehow, but it doesn't want to go straight. Oh right, I need to remove the roof as well. Should not forget about that bit. Yeah. I was hoping I don't need to drive this thing into the workshop anymore, and I don't really want to work on it in the tractor shed as well, because that place is just so cold. At least in that joint I have some heating. That thing is free spinning right now, so maybe I just put the drag on and just go straight down. Should probably move that Porsche. I don't have any kidneys left anymore to sell if I scratch that thing up. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna get stuck here. That would not be great. Wow, somehow I managed to get it in here. Was kind of annoying, but still doable. Yeah, I know I could have done this outside. Just take the motor off outside and then, I don't know, rebuild it or put a new motor in it. I suppose I just like to do things the hard way. Kinda decided to resign on me. It just suddenly went. I was driving in relatively deep snow and suddenly there was a bop. Weird hydraulic hissing noises coming from this thing. Obviously a major malfunction. Willing to put my money on some needle bearing. The thing still kinda turns very slowly and it has basically zero torque. Looks like some teeth are grinding against something. Well, obviously we're gonna open it up. This would be my first try. Even if I'm unable to fix it by myself, most likely. At least I will maybe get smarter about these things, because I've never opened one up and I'm kinda curious. Because if this went, then I'm almost certain that side is gonna follow soon. They're basically the same. The condition, I mean, it's not great. But let's try to get this thing off here now. It's probably not gonna be easy. Might need like a oxy torch type of deal. If I need it, I'm gonna go get it. But if we can cheat, then we'll cheat. Angle grind. Straight cut. It's like I'm looking at pile of poo right now. This is gonna be something. That's a fact. Yeah, I think the upper bolts, they seem to be. There may be like one of them pretty good. Down there though, seen better days. And the hydraulic hoses, wow, what? So probably need to replace those as well. Betting it's gonna be a nightmare because they're gonna go somewhere. I remember Andrew did a job on his micro JCB, I believe, where he replaced the drive hydraulic hoses, and that looked like a lot of pain. Might need to repeat that pain. You know, maybe it's not that bad and I'm just kind of overselling it. Where's the nut on that one? There's no nut left anymore. Man, what the crap? Not again? What is up with this winter, man? I'm having power failures daily now. Think you're gonna stop me by taking my spark away? Think again, man. Man, we need some tunes in here, then we can just I wonder what the volts are doing. Kinda going disco balls right now. I'm curious. The last time we had this issue, it was just, well, yesterday. Yeah, not that long ago. The power company though, they're like, according to our data, we are the only provider you can have right now. So deal with it. Actually, that wasn't dramatic enough. It was more like deal with it. Kinda reminds me of the South Park episode where Randy went to whine about some TV problems, or the service provider for the TV. I love South Park. I get all my jokes from South Park. How did this thing go? You guys need to see as well. So one goes there. I think it was this one. Okay, so 150 volts on that one. Oh boy, this one is just kind of going bonanzas. It's kind of jumping from 160 to 200. Wow. It's kind of all over the place. 290, guys, that's like a new record. Wow. Almost 300 volts, guys, on a single phase. Welcome to Estonia, where power companies are trying to kill you. Well, at least we get free disco, so I guess that's a bonus. Lefty loosey. Turn it up. So far, so good. And maybe the hoses are okay. Perhaps the wire mesh around the hoses has just done its job very well. Boy, I do hope I don't need to replace the hoses. Got like a mild movement there. Ainult ühe korra koha peal võimalik ainult tõsta, oih väga hea. So not the hose, the fitting came off. Okay. Maybe it's like a case drain line or something. Yeah, most likely a case drain line. This I don't have a block for this, I think. Don't think we have the right size. Well, actually, still need to put that secondary hydraulic filter. You guys told me that it goes into the bottom of the hydraulic tank. In order to install that, I need to drain the tank anyway. Man, hopefully this thing doesn't overfill. Oh, crap. Crap. And this definitely could have gone better. I just didn't think it would have so much fluid in it. I still don't have a manual for this thing. I tried to get it, but I even asked some manual company who usually deals with service manuals, and they tried really hard to locate the manual for me, but they were unable. They pretty much told me that it's a gray market machine and getting proper documents for it is just not easy. And that thing is still flowing. I think it's coming from the secondary tank. This is empty now, but there is a little bit of oil left on the bottom there. It's probably gonna take a while to drain out completely. Oh my. Just like you guys said, the second filter is at the bottom of the hydro tank. It looks pretty good actually. Pretty sure I wouldn't even need to replace this, but whatever, I have the new filters. Okay, well, at least we got that sorted. So far going pretty well, guys. Apart from that oil disaster, I have 3 lines off and 1 remaining. I should probably get some type of a block set whenever working on stuff like this. I should write that down. Probably a good idea. I think should be 22. But that seems just wrong. Whatever that thing is, maybe it's this. How do you guys even say these numbers? 13 and 16? What the hell, man? It's just so complicated. It appears that we got the last line off as well. No angle grinder required, guys. So far. You know what would be sweet about right now? If I had one of those car lifts, it would be sweet to work on this thing while it's in the air. Yeah, that would be sweet. Well, you don't know. Maybe one day I will get that far. Get bent. Stupid hose. Now comes the fun part. The part where do I need to go get myself oxy torch or not? Start off with the most obvious one. But first, a word from our sponsor. Are you on crack or something? We're never gonna do that PS here, guys. Okay, so the science behind this heating solution is that there are a lot of people get it wrong. They think they should heat the bolt and then immediately start cranking it open. But actually that's not correct. While you're heating it, the bolt expands. It even gets tighter. So you need to wait for it to cool down. So while it expands, while you're heating it, it's kind of making room for itself. And once it cools down and shrinks again, then it should be a bit less loose than what it was before. Or less stuck, I guess. So you need to wait a bit for the thing to cool down before you dry. At least that's how it's supposed to work. Looks like they installed some release agent on these bolts. Good boy. And so far, going quite well. Really great. Check it out, somebody has installed Teflon tape on this. That's another way to keep the rust out of the threads. Some Japanese dude, good job. This is so much better than that stupid water pump on Joseph. Shit. Doesn't want to go on there at all. Like, get stuck on something or something. Maybe 16. Oh, that fits a bit better. Yes. 1, 2, 3 left, guys. Oh, and the power, it went out again. I need to get myself a generator. Feels like I'm living on the moon or something. Skip the turn there, not a good sign. I successfully opened a bolt that usually should take a number 17 socket, and I opened it with 15. That's saying something, guys. Final bolt. Why does the last one has to play hardball? Where's my nut buster, man? I mean, it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna break something. Gonna break something loose. That's what's gonna happen. I knew this drive was losing fluid over time. I guess it's that seal over there. There's really no other way for the fluid to come out. So that seal is bad as well. You can't really see anything that's stopping it. I'm just guessing it's just rot. Complete rot. And it just doesn't want to go. Wait a minute, guys. Did I just seriously say this is not as bad as the water pump on Joseph? This is definitely worse. At least that thing moved. This has been literally rust welded onto the frame. But we do have a gap there. I clearly can see that. I just need to get all that rust out of there somehow. Oh boy, this thing is really stuck, man. I need a plan B. Or plan C. Plan C4. I mean, that will help. Definitely. If you guys can send me some C4, much appreciated. Man, this pillow sucks. That's better. This is probably genius thinking, or the next stupidest thing I've ever done. I think it's just my normal fashion of removing things. If the thing does not move, then put a jack between the two things, and one of them will either break or move. Kind of makes sense, right? See if 2 tons is enough to push this thing out. I've been trying, guys. I've been hammering at the thing. Bunch of leverage stuff with that bar. Plan B. Dude, what? Something's gonna break. Better put on my helmet. Whoa! What's up, bro? This thing is from 1995. So what? Do some math. Wait a minute, what's the year again? 29 years, guys. It has never been taken off. I'm fairly certain of that. 29 years of service. This thing. Now, normal people who usually change out the final drive, they would just, I don't know, throw this thing away or take it to a rebuild shop or something and would just buy a new final drive unit, install it, and good to go. Luckily though, we don't have any normal people living at this channel. So before we do any of that crap, I'm gonna try to open this thing up, see what failed. Maybe we can JB weld some crap together and push it down a hill, put some speed on it, wave goodbye, and off she goes. Hopefully the hill will have a cliff. So I never opened these things up. Could be some cool content here, I don't know. So I gotta go figure out how this thing comes open. So guys, I did print out the parts catalog. Did not find the manual for it, like I said, but maybe there's some useful info in this place. It even says on this document, your understanding is asking that this parts catalog is not technical data manual setting forth as servicing procedures. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Yanmar genuine parts, early breakage. So I can't really use this thing for servicing, more like technical data, I guess. But we should have some information on the final drive unit itself somewhere. Is this one? Great, there's no content. Okay, this is gonna take some time. There we go. All the parts in the dry motor. Gonna put my money on piece number 59. That little bearing thing there has failed. Just a random guess. Well, at least this is somewhat helpful, I guess. If I needed some parts for repair or rebuild. At least I have all the parts numbers here. But how does it come off? How does it come apart? It's just a parts catalog. Not much help. Because I gotta go to YouTube for some help. So yeah, guys, you were right about that Welding 4-way rotary valve, which lets you switch between ISO and SAE standards, I guess. But I don't need to touch that. What about the mystery lever? So this mystery pedal, apparently it's tied with the safety equipment somehow. At least from this figure we can see that cut off lever and pedal. So the ones highlighted in black. What about this thing though? BTO control. I don't really know what does that mean, but it has something to do with the auxiliary hydraulics. So this lever is tied somehow with that foot pedal. Wait a minute. Maybe this is the hand lever and that's the foot pedal. I just realized that. Kinda makes sense. Maybe the operator doesn't have a left leg or something and then has to use the hand lever instead. Or vice versa. Kinda makes sense that. What about this thing though? I'm betting this is the speed. Track speed adjustment. Like, kinda moves, but the thing is broken, I don't know. I can't test it out anyway. This thing is empty. And I don't have a drive unit. There's no information on that lever though. Can't find it. Or I'm just blind. Okay, whatever. Gonna try to figure out how to open this thing up. I'm thinking you should start from this end. But I'm pretty sure I need to buy a new unit. This final drive, it consists of 2 compartments really. This is the gear side. So there's a bunch of gears in here. Most likely one of them broke or something, I don't know. Hopefully we'll figure it out. The one down there, that's the hydraulic motor or drive motor. So if that's still good, I'm thinking it's not gonna last much longer, considering it's 29 years old. So if I'm unable to open this thing up, I'm probably gonna take it to some type of a rebuild shop first, where hopefully they will open it up and tell me what's going on. And if that doesn't fix the issue, then I'm just gonna order a new final drive. Completely new unit. About time, man. For some reason this took almost 3 weeks of shipping. Bunch of blocks. Man, I was just so impatient. I wanted to get it off, and I was just kind of tired of waiting. Oh man. Man. Good thing I got a bunch of them. Stop escaping, man! Wow, that even looks sort of professional. But I don't do professional work. Better pull out my angle grinder. Still bleeding. But actually this is 3 weeks of bleed. Think it's not that bad. I did also color code the lines. Totally forgot about that bit, but I think I got it correct. I just can't remember what the colors mean, which is normal. Okay guys, so I kind of finally figured out how to get this thing open. Can't remember what the branding name for this thing was. Something with the gay F something, I don't know. Basically there's an Allen bolt here. Gotta remove that. Under that bolt there is this wire thing which loops around the entire thing. Well, that wire essentially is like a snap ring. It's holding this cover plate on. Once I pull the wire, then I can remove this plate by applying force towards space. First things first, gotta remove the drain blocks. It would be best if I get all of them out of here, because I think I need all the 3 holes in order to get the cover plate off. Maybe I can manage with 2, but it would be better if I got 3. But I remember on one of my drive motors, one of these blocks was just busted. Could not get it off. So maybe it was this one, but maybe it was the other one. Can't remember. Man, I just changed the freaking fluid. I even flushed out the entire drive side, but it's just pure dar in there. This oil should be about 10 hours old. Doesn't look like 10 hours, more like 100 hours. Now if I can't get that snap ring out of there, or snap wire, then this is not gonna go anywhere. That is the only way into this unit. I wonder what that hole down there is for. That's also a Allen head. Maybe that's some separate snap ring housing there. Not sure. Where's the ring though? Well, I mean, where's the wire though? It's just a stupid hole. And what? I'm sorry, but there is no wire here. Actually guys, I think there is a wire there. It's just incredibly hidden. I'm not sure if you can see this. GoPro cameras usually suck up close, but there is some type of edge of a wire there maybe. I think I just have to turn this until the wire appears through the hole. There's some type of fine thread. I don't think that's correct. It's close, but it's not correct, guys. When you feel like you have everything, yet you have absolutely nothing. I hate that feeling. Don't think I have the right... Wait a minute. When I bought the lathe, I also got a bunch of tools with it. Well, you look at that. It's not even metric, it's... What is that, 5/8 of an inch? I'm not sure if this will work though. Trying to re-thread it, I mean. Yeah, I don't think there's enough meat on this thing. Or maybe it's enough. What? Found some random bolts, guys. Seem to fit perfectly. Man, this thing is not turning. I thought it was moving, but the vice was moving. That's why I hate these stupid vices. These things never lock. There goes the thread. Yeah, I would probably like weld here. Then I would have a permanent lock on this thing, but I don't think this is weldable. This is some type of stupid composite crap. That should be steel there. Just a couple of days ago, Diesel Creek released a video where he was building a work table, and he also bought the giant vise. This is the biggest vise I could find on the local market. Definitely love to have something what he got. That would be insanely cool. It should turn. It should turn. It should turn enough so I could get that wire out. And besides, I need to turn it anyway while I'm pulling the wire out. I think it's just so stuck. I'm gonna break these bolts in here and then it's kaput. Something moved, but I'm not sure what. What did move? I don't get it. Oh, my wheel broke. That moved. Dude. It moved a little bit. Yeah, the wire is visible at least. I can see the wire now. Some sucky weld. What a stupid design, man. Well, that should fix the turning issue. Yeah, that's not very helpful. Kind of running out of ideas here. Well, some success. Got the wire end out, but now I need to turn this plate in order to get the full wire out. I don't think I can pull it out. Most likely I will just break the wire into pieces, because it does go full circle. But I can't turn the thing, man. The drive is busted. It just, the entire thing turns. What to do? Welcome to hell. Has to come out this way. Wait a minute. Something moved. Dude! Yes! Hell yeah. Japanese snap ring. The hell. Okay, next up is that this thing will kind of free spin here. So undo this bit. Guess I don't need a huge vise. Apparently my table is a huge vise. I wonder how easy it would be to install that wire back in there. Now, I've heard getting it out is not a big deal. We got proof of that. It is not a big deal. All you need is a 3-done concrete steel table and a bit of weld. But getting the wire back in there, it should be pretty straightforward. You just kind of... And there is a line there. You just kind of feed that wire into that line, and then you're supposed to turn the cover plate. The cover plate will pull the wire all around. That seems pretty simple, but I'm not sure if we'll even attempt that. I just want to know what happened. I am super curious. No idea what this thing is, but it should work. Come on, you SOB. Let's go. See lahti tuleb kohe. Oh man, I think that thread is kind of messed up there. There we go. What's up, bro? What is bothering you? How the hell does this even come off? Oh, okay. Needle bearings. Better not drop these. You should keep them in there. Man, that thing is just gonna fall apart. So far, so good. Bro, I think this thing is chewed up. Doesn't look correct. Yep, totally chewed up. Gotta dive deeper, man. This is the final drive. The gears itself, they look like new. Interesting. Is this normal? Why are there only 2 washers? I only have 2 washers on these spots. Shouldn't it have a washer there as well? It's kind of weird. Maybe, I don't know. It looks like the gear compartment, it's not busted. We need to go deeper apparently. I'm not sure how to proceed here. Seems to be some hex heads there. I think there should be a snap ring somewhere here. Well, I can see that giant bearing in there, but nothing much else. According to the diagram here, I can't really go any further from that side, and I have to open it from the other side. Cut that off, that off. Actually, the 50 no idea what that is. Probably some seal, but didn't see any seal. Snap ring off, blade, bunch of gears, broken thing, snap ring that did not remove, another blade, and that's about it. So I should start from the other side. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is totally messed up, and 6, which is hidden. Yeah, I don't think these nuts are coming off. Where's the scrap metal pile, bro? Well, that went as expected. Okay, that did not go as expected. Sitä pealt enam kätte ei saa. What happened there even? It's like somebody had hammered it or something. I have to check, but I'm sure it wasn't me. What do you think, guys? Let's bring out the nut buster. It's either gonna get it out or it will break something. Nut buster. Here, boy. Not bent yet. Wow. For once, this thing did not break anything. I think I need to remove this blockhead before I can. I could probably undo that, but I can't. No room. And I don't know. Whoa. Ah. That thing is just totally round. Man, that's just a round hole. What? To make sure no parts fly out of here. I'm not sure what's behind this plate. Not much apparently. It's just some seals and a steel block. I've had that thing running for the entire day, and we got 0 degrees in the shop. Bunch of zeros. On the plus side though, beyond this door we have -28 degrees, guys. So 0 actually seems pretty good compared to what's outside. Yes! Sucks! Think we're screwed now. Bro, what kind of titanium bolt is that? Brand new drill bit is doing nothing to it. What a sucky situation. Now we can't give up. We have to open this one. Not going great. What is going on? Dude, I think it moved, but I think it was just so off center it broke the weld. Yeah, definitely moved. It came out a bit. Stick welding for the win, man. Honestly guys, I kinda was starting to lose hope here. Decided to use the stick, got some better penetration, and I waited like 15 minutes for the thing to cool down. Yes. Wait a minute. Is there one more? Please no. What's this hole for? If there's another one there, then I don't think I'm getting it out. Yep, there's another one there. Moment of truth. Well, we haven't destroyed it yet, but it's pretty close. Yes! So, dry motors, guys, usually consists of a lot of parts that just wanna kind of fall out. What do we have? I have no idea what that is. That thing probably has like a fancy word or something. To my eyes, it looks pretty good. Great. Now what? There we go. Bunch of needles there, guys. I found two needles, but and immediately I can't really see anything broken in here. I kind of wonder where the needles came from. Although this seems to have a lot of slack, or maybe that's normal, I'm not really sure. And the issue was that both of them, the teeth are just mangled. They are more damaged on this one than inside there, but this is the only damaged part I found so far. Apart from some needles from somewhere. I found 3 needles. From where? I don't know. Maybe I lost some needles while I was disassembling the bearings on the other side. But they were on this side. And we have a seal on this side, so they can't get here from there. The needles had to come from somewhere this side. But I don't see any needle bearing on this side. Maybe it came inside there, but I don't believe there are any bearings inside there. There's a bunch of valves and stuff. So the thing that went bad is this one here, and the other part is that one there. I don't see any needle bearings anywhere else other than that one. But I already removed that one, so man, I hate when I don't know crap about stuff. Okay guys, so I did a bit of research. Apparently this thing, these 2 parts are held together by a giant nut. As always it is with these things. It probably has a fancy word for it. Not really sure what to call it, but well, some call it a locking nut, others call it a bearing nut. Basically, this entire thing here is one giant nut. You know, there are not many videos out there which kind of show the entire disassembly process of a KYB final drive. One of the videos that I found, if I can find them again, I will put them in the description. But in one of the videos, the guy said that 9 out of 10 times, while trying to remove that nut, the thing gets destroyed. That you could even spend the entire day trying to get it off. Then I found a secondary video which the guy basically talked complete opposite. He said that the nut is torqued not very high, it should just kind of loosely be on there, and it should come out pretty easily if you have the proper tool. You probably can't buy that tool, you just have to make something. Only maybe specialty hydraulic shops have said tool. You need something that will fit those teeth there, and then you need to turn the entire thing at the same time. I don't think you can really hammer it out because there's not much room on the sides here. I did ask some hydraulic repair shops, sent a bunch of them an email. Dude, I have no idea what's going on in Estonia, but I think there's like a hydraulic repair shop mafia. I sent out 3 emails to completely different hydraulic shops. The company name was different, website, email, everything was different. But every time the same guy replied to me, has to be some hydraulic mafia, man. And he told me 3 times that it's not worth trying to repair it, that I should just get a new drive. And the guy offered me a new drive for about $1,200 plus tax plus shipping. So looking at maybe like 1,600 total, or 1,600 euro dollars. You know, paying $1,600, I think it's a fair deal. I found some drives from eBay that went for 1,700, but that's without the transport. So yeah, 1,600 seems like a pretty decent price for the thing. But I told the guy that let's wait a bit. I'm gonna try to disassemble this thing completely, and then let's decide what we should do. But anyway, let's try to remove that nut. Hopefully I will not spend like half a year on that. I already removed the 2 hex heads. Those 2 were the locking bolts for the locking nut. Yeah, just gonna make a tool for it. And I want to make sure that it's not super tight. Just sort of weld everything together. Brand new bathroom in the store. Doesn't work. What a joke, man. Man, this thing is so tight. But I have clearance. It should work. Not sure what's going on. It's coming out. I think it's coming out. Wait a minute. Did my stupid tool actually work? Guess it's not stupid when it works. I think it's open. I'm not sure about the bearing though. Is that bearing like gonna explode on me and just fly everywhere? Perfecto. Homemade tools, guys. Ow, 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 still hot. There are two bearings in here. And they're holding together. So much dirt. Should be a seal somewhere. Or maybe I took the seal already. By the way, guys, you wanna know how much this thing costs? The thing costs about 200 up to 300 bucks. So this thing is definitely the most expensive nut I've ever dodged. And this thing worked out pretty well. Where's the seal, man? There should be something called floating seal here. I don't see it. We got the bearing number 1 inside there. Bearing number 2. Pretty sure mud doesn't seal very well. Oh. Here we have a seal. Whoops. Whoops. Guess that happens sometimes. It shouldn't be a really big deal, to be honest. You can always reassemble them. Wow. How did this not fall apart? But that's about it, guys. I don't see anything else here. So we got part number 51 here, which it says seal floating. Part 49, sorry. Ball. Just ball, I don't know. I'm not sure what that's about. Part number 33 are the two bearings that we just kind of fell apart. 34 was the giant locking nut. But anyway, I guess let's do sort of a recap. Kinda assess the situation a bit. So what did we find that was obviously damaged in the thing? First thing was this drive shaft. I suppose this shaft translates power from the hydraulic side into the gear side. Also the secondary shaft where the thing was connected. These two splines are just totaled. Another obvious failure was the face seal. It did not seal anymore, it was just leaking. So, but that's not what caused the failure, because the failure actually happened in the gear side. And here's where things get interesting. Remember those two needles? Or was it three? I don't know, I probably lost one. But remember these needles, which were just sitting somewhere in the hydraulic department? Pretty sure they are needles from a needle bearing. But where's the needle bearing, man? I took everything apart. I don't see any parts of a needle bearing. Maybe the bearing parts got sucked up with the hydraulic flow. So maybe they're inside the block somewhere. It's very unlikely though, because there should be a lot of needles there. And I only found 3. So I found the needle pieces at this point. Beyond that we have that standard bearing, which is this one. But what else? There is really nothing else. I don't see any needle bearing anywhere. What is that, number 25? Plate, wire, ball, seal set, seal, O-ring, circlip, block assembly, bolt, O-ring, bolt, washer. The parts, they don't list any needle bearing in this unit. And I can't find one as well from the diagram itself. Yeah, kind of weird. What is this about? I don't get it. I'm pretty sure it's not normal for these needles to just sit in the hydraulic department, just minding their own business there. So this is sort of a mystery right now. But other than that, we had the obvious failures. Because the face seal was worn, the main bearings, they pretty much just kind of fell out of the hub there. It has a serious slack in it. I think it's safe to say these bearings are worn out. But then again, I'm no expert. The piston block itself looks pretty nice actually. The cylinder shoes do look pretty good. So I think the hydraulic side is pretty healthy. Man, the clearance of these parts, it's just on another level, man. And then we have the back plate, which goes there, I think. Definite grooves in there, but I don't think it's anything serious. I think that's normal. Whatever the crap this thing is called, some type of plate, looks pretty good. One question, guys. These types of shoes, there is 2 of them. I kind of missed this while I was disassembling the thing. Does the spring go there? And, well, the 2 balls obviously go there. That's a no-brainer. But I don't recall. Does the spring just kind of go at the bottom of that hole there? And then this thing just sits there. Is that correct? I don't recall when I disassembled it. It just kind of fell apart. Couldn't see. Would be awesome if you guys confirmed that. Other than that, we do have some visible wear on other parts as well. Like for example this part. Some type of a plate. If I remember correctly, then this plate was sitting on the secondary gear assembly. I do have some notable wear here. Even grooved in there pretty badly. Same deal on this plate, but it's not as bad as that one there. I don't know if that's important or not. But the gears themselves all look good. I don't see any visible damage to the gear assembly. They look like brand new. And so does the hub. So I guess that's fine. So about this hub though, I'm kinda confused. But not really confused, but maybe you guys can just clarify some stuff for me. So I think this inner hub, the inner raceway for the bearings, it can be popped out. I can see a gap there, so the thing should just come out. Maybe under some type of a special press. Currently the thing does not move, I tried. I think it's just sort of pressed in there. And is this some part of a seal? Because the darker areas, they're rubber. Then we have steel. Then we got the rubber seal again. And then another steel raceway. I thought that this thing is the floating seal. Which was just kind of here, if I remember. But maybe this is the floating seal. I'm not really sure. The diagram there doesn't really help out that. And what is up with this thing? not sure if you can see, but there's just a bunch of balls in here. And there is a raceway which goes all around. The balls are scattered all around this raceway. So if some of you guys could explain what is this, what its purpose is, that would be greatly appreciated. My theory is that this is actually the floating seal part. And those balls have something to do with the floating seal part. That's the only thing I can think of. This thing is not much of a help as well. So the balls are the item number 49. 49, it just says ball and a bunch of numbers. In front of the ball we have the new bearings, and after the ball we have the floating seal. So my theory kind of makes sense, but I'm not sure if it's correct. I've heard that the floating seal, it's supposed to be like two metal rings, kind of like this, but there's supposed to be two of them, and also two rubber seals. So yeah, maybe the inner raceway side is actually the floating seal. But I'm not really sure how to extract it. Doesn't want to move. So yeah, if you guys have some ideas about this setup, it would be great to know. So my game plan right now is that I'm gonna order a new final drive for the thing, and I'm gonna store these parts probably in some sealed container, fill the thing with, I don't know, hydraulic fluid or something. I want to make sure that I can preserve these parts. I don't think it's really worth assembling this, because a lot of these parts actually do need to be replaced out. I could probably get most of the parts. Like for example, O-rings, even this most likely. Bearings shouldn't be a problem. This though, I'm not sure if I can get one. I could maybe have a milling shop make one for me, but I don't know about the grade of this steel. It probably needs to be some serious steel. The Hydro Mafia guy told me that getting individual parts for this thing is not gonna be easy. And it's gonna be cheaper to just get a new drive. So I'm gonna call that Mafia dude up, order a new drive, and shelf this one. Now I'm gonna try to get the spare parts for this drive. Maybe I can rebuild it. If not, then at least I tried. But I can always use some of these parts for the other side. If one of these days the other side decided to just kinda quit, it's possible that the failure is not the same, and perhaps I can use some parts from that drive instead. I'm not sure about the hydraulic lines though, guys. The things are not leaking, so I got that going for me, which is nice. Maybe the lines are fine, it's just the lines are covered in this wire mesh, and that thing is just rusted away. But maybe the lines themselves are fine. What do you guys think? Most likely it's gonna be a complete nightmare to replace these lines, because I would need to take the entire top end off to access those lines. Disassemble half the excavator for that. But I'm gonna end this video on said note. Once I get my hands on that new drive, I'm gonna make a follow-up video, and hopefully we'll get this thing back in running action. Either that, or I'm just gonna buy a bigger excavator, dig a massive hole with that one, and just pull this thing out of the shop with Joseph into that hole. Let's be honest, nobody is gonna want that to happen. So we better get that thing fixed. But at least we got a bit more smarter how these things work. Hopefully we'll learn even more from the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye. Dude, This is like preparing a sarcophagus. May you live long. Yeah, no, I figured new final drive, obviously new fluid, so might as well.